Hello everyone. In this video, I'd like to show you how to install Cre8tive eVoting Passcode System into your Google Form and also how to use this add-on. So after you purchase the add-on from us, you should be sharing your Gmail email addresses to us so that we could enable you to access the installation code. After purchasing from us, you can go to evote.creativenow.com and you should be landing on this page. We do have the installation guide whereby you can access by clicking the access here button. So just follow the step provided in the installation guide will enable you to install the code into any of your Google Form. So I'll demo to you on the step by step on how to install. So firstly, go to this link. Make sure that the Google Apps Script API is enabled, and if it's not, you can enable it by pressing on the slider button on the right. So make sure this is on, and then let's continue to the next step. Clicking on the orange plus icon will bring you to a review permission page. So this permission will allow us to install the code onto your Google Form. Sign the account, the email address that you have given us. After that, press on the advanced wording. Scroll down and press on the unsave button. So you can go through all the permission needed to install the code into your Google Form and press allow. So authorization has been successful and you should reach this page. So before inputting the Google Form URL, you should be creating a Google Form. So this is the form that I've just created in my Google Drive. Copy the URL that is available at the web browser URL. So you just need to copy this whole thing and paste it into the text box. After that, press submit. This will begin installation process to the Google Form, and it takes about less than probably 5 minutes to complete the installation. So there you go, installation complete. You'll need to refresh your Google Form and you are able to access the add-on. So let me show you. This is the form that I've installed. So you just refresh the whole thing and you should be seeing the puzzle icon on the right. And there you go, Cre8tive eVoting Passcode System is there. So let's move on to the next step on how to use this add-on. Click on the Cre8tive eVoting Passcode System and you should have a list of things that you can do with this add-on. So before starting any of the selection, press on setup. You'll have authorization required when you first time running this add-on. So just press continue. Sign to the account and repeat the step on clicking the advance and scroll down on the unsave button. So this is all the permission that this add-on needs to help you in your confidential or anonymous voting. Press on allow And there you go, you can start to use this add-on. Let me demo on what are this button and function works. So before beginning sending the codes around to the voters, you need to press setup for the first time. So you should be seeing running script. The script will create a passcode column in the background of the Google form and also a section header. And you will be seeing a pop-up box asking about, do you have any existing sheet of voter list? So the voter list would be a list of email addresses that you wish you authorize these email addresses to vote to access your Google form for voting. So if you have the existing sheet, Google Sheets, then you need to press yes and input the Google Sheet ID. And if you don't have any and you're trying to create a new one, just press no. And the application will automatically create a new one for you. So you can press yes to directly access the newly created Google Sheets, or press no to access it later on. So I'll just press yes and it will bring me to the newly created Google Sheet. So in this Google Sheets, you'll need to input the email addresses on column A2, starting from column A2 and down to column A100 or something. And the name and membership number is just an optional inputs, so you can just leave it blank. So I'll demo for you by putting a testing email address. So you can put in multiple email addresses here. So for testing, I'll put in one email addresses. So you can just close it. Go back to the Google form and press on the Cre8tive eVoting Passcode System. So for the second selection with the name Opal email list, this will brings you back to the Google Sheet that you have linked. So you can just press this to make sure that the email list is there. So it should be back to the one that I've input. So this is to make sure that the email addresses are all correct. On the third selection, this helps to clear off all the voting lists and sheets ID, meaning that if you wrongly assign your Google Sheets ID or you can't open any Google Sheets with this and you are getting some error, then you may need to clear it off. Or if you are doing a new email list, then you should be pressing clear voting list sheet ID to clear off all the old email lists. So I'll demo by clicking on it. So by clicking on it, it will directly remove all the passcode systems and becoming a new Google form again. So if you are going to set up again, just press on setup and press yes. So in this box, it will ask you to input the Google Sheets ID. So I have an existing list here which I've created previously. Make sure that the email address is listed at column starting from column A2 and To find the Google Sheets ID, you need to get the ID just between the D/ and also /edit. Copy the whole thing here and paste it into your Google Form application. So press OK to continue. So you'll have a notice that the voter list sheet ID has been saved. To confirm whether it is valid, you can just press the open email list and it should take you to the same list that you have linked. And if you have any error, you'll need to clear off the voting list sheet ID and set it up again. So I've confirmed that this is true. So configure your Google Form to make sure that they are listed with the choice or any voting questions that you have. You can select multiple choice or checkbox for your question. So for multiple choice question, the voters or the ones submitting the Google Form will only can select one answer out of the choices that you have shared. So for example, so I've input 4 choices, and with multiple choice as a type of question, the voters can only select one. You can input multiple questions by pressing the add question. Make sure to enable the required to make sure that the voters really select. So if you want the voters to select multiple choice, click on checkbox and let me demonstrate to you. So for this example, I'll ask voters to select exactly 2 choices out of 4, out of A, B, C and D. So press on required, and then for this checkbox, press on response validation. So for response validation, I'm requiring voters to select exactly 2. So if they didn't select exactly 2 choices, they will have this custom error text that I'm going to input. So I just put some error message. So make sure to turn on the required to make sure the voters or the person that accessing the Google Form to select. So make sure to add your question below the section title 2 of 2, and make sure you do not touch any passcode or section title. So after completed setting up your Google Form, the form is ready to vote. So when it comes to voting, you just need to press on send passcode to voters email. So after pressing this, it will pop up a message box to ask you to input the email subject or title of the email that you are going to send out that contains the passcode. So you can put in any subject or title, but I recommend you that you can put in your organization name and maybe put on voting passcode so that the receiver or the voters will know that this email containing the passcode that they are going to vote. So just press OK and the application will send the passcode to their email. So you'll be getting this pop-up box showing that the email has been sent successfully. And by the way, the email that you have sent containing the passcode will be deleted from your mailbox. So it will be deleted permanently, so that the sender or you won't be able to track who owns which passcode. That will lead to breaches of confidential or anonymous voting. So to show you this, I can go to my Gmail. So this is my Gmail, and you can see that in the send mailbox, I don't have any send message, which I should have after sending the passcode to the voters. So meaning that the application has get rid of this email from my send, even not in my trash. So this is really to assure the confidential voting or anonymous voting is in place. So let me close this. So once you have sent the passcode, the voters will be receiving the emails something like this. So this is one of the sample email that I have. They should be receiving the email subjects or title that you have put into. So they just click on it and they can see that the passcode is here. So for this voter, the passcode will be U, capital letter C, capital letter L, capital letter W, E, and 7. So these passcodes are case sensitive. Make sure that the voters don't put wrong caps on the passcode. So to send this form to voters, you can just press send and copy the link for them to access, or you can just convert it into QR code for them to scan on their mobile devices. So let me show you. So once I get the Google Form link from the organizer, are required to input the passcode. The voters are required to input the passcode that they have received. So they just need to copy the whole thing and paste on it and press next, so they will be able to access your voting section. If they put the wrong caps or the wrong passcode, they will not able to press next and continue with the voting section. So make sure that they really put the 6-digit voting passcode, case sensitive, correctly. So once they get into it, they just need to select their choices and press submit, and there you go, you have it. So for this remember to turn on the setting. Remember to turn on the limit to 1 responses to make sure that the respondent is really submitting 1 responses. Press save. And there you go. This is all the Cre8tive eVoting Passcode system is all about. Thank you for watching.